I cannot emphasize enough. I cannot emphasize enough. You gotta change your mind. You have to change your mind. You have to change that programming. That programming that you was taught up into adulthood. You have to change it. You have to change it, or you're going to stay in the same position that you're at in your life right now. And a lot of people are not happy in the position that they are at in their life right now because they haven't changed the way they think. They haven't changed their thoughts. They haven't changed their subconscious mind. You cannot change your subconscious mind just by reading one book, or just by listening to one podcast, or just by working out at the gym. It's not possible. You are still going to lead. You still want to live a mediocre lifestyle if you do not change your mind. The reason I'm here today, the reason I'm as successful as I am today, and yes, I say that with confidence. Of course, I say that with confidence. I'm claiming my achievements. The reason I'm here today because I changed my mind. I changed my programming. I decided to sit down with myself and start to look at different systems and start to look at the world differently. You know, Antonio, why are you giving your energy into the social justice system? Why are you giving your energy to the criminal justice? Why are you giving your energy to politics and Donald Trump and the economic system? Yes, they may seem important to other people, but the way you perceive things is your reality, right? So once you start to understand the game of life, once you start to understand that everything that's placed in your life that's a negative vibration, and anything that's a negative vibration basically doesn't resonate with you. You know, you feel uneasy about it. You don't feel happy about it. So that means it's not a good vibration. So I'm not about to be giving my attention to negative people or negative events or negative circumstances, although it might be disheartening, although it might be devastating. I'm not about to give my attention because my peace is first and foremost. You feel me? So many things and so many people are trying to grab your attention. So many things and so many people are trying to grab your attention, and your attention is your energy. Anything you place your attention on manifests more of. You know, so when you placing your attention on something productive, on something worthwhile, if you're meditating, if you're going to the gym, if you're eating healthy, if you talking good to yourself and talking positivity into your life, you will soon reap what you sowed. You will soon reap the benefits of that positivity you spoke. But first you gotta change your mind. Change your mind. You gotta change your mind first. It's not gonna happen overnight. It has to be a consistent, constant thing. You have to change your mind. You have to get behind the programming that you were taught growing up. Everything you were taught in school, it may have been effective in that time, but now since you're an adult, it's time to change your mind. It's time to change your mind. It's time to change your mind. You gotta change the way you think. You gotta change the way you think. You gotta change the way you think. You can't give your attention to negativity. You can't give your attention to bullshit. You can't give your attention to shit that don't really matter. You gotta change your mind. You gotta chase a sense of peace. You gotta chase a sense of clarity. You don't even gotta chase it. You gotta allow it to come to you. You gotta attract that sense of clarity. You gotta attract that sense of peace and attract that sense of love and wealth. The top 1% of owners in the world, the top 1% of individuals who got the money and who got all the material things, they changed their mind. They changed their mind. They changed their mind. They changed their way of thinking. They changed the way of thinking. You may not see it. You may not see your favorite artist did the work behind the scenes, the mental work. You may not have seen your favorite artist or your favorite actor, your favorite entertainer. You may not have seen them behind the scenes doing the work, but they definitely changed their mind. The 1% of the world had to change their mind. They had to change the way they think about things. Once you get into that, this is the gym. This is the diamond. This is the vault. If you're trying to rob the bank, it's up here. Your mind, you have to change your mind. You have to change your mind. Change your mind to think positive. There are going to be times where you may say, fuck you, or, you may get into a car accident and cuss out the person who hit you, or you may not have a good day at work, but don't allow that energy to resonate in your spirit. Don't allow it to resonate in your body, because energy that gets stuck in your body, you don't even think about it over time, but it stays in your body and it fucks up your nervous system. It stays in your body because you're not aware of how it's destroying you on the inside. So for example, if you've been in a terrible relationship and you hate this person now because they broke your heart, they cheated on you, and you have this resentment in your spirit, you have this resentment, you have this grief, you have this shame in your spirit and your body, that energy is resting in your body. So anytime you think of a relationship, or anytime you think about somebody who reminds you of that person who broke your heart, you're gonna feel a sense of uneasiness. You're gonna be feeling different. You're gonna be feeling a negative energetic feeling about that person, because you train your body to respond to that feeling in that way. That was a mouthful, right? You train your body. Each emotion that you experiencing, you're training your body to respond to that particular emotion. Racial injustice. Anytime you hear about somebody getting shot on camera, your body responds. You feel sad, you feel anger, you may feel like you want to take action, you may feel a particular way because that energy is stored in your body about that particular portraying of a black man in the police. Anytime you see a police officer now, your body is going to respond in a negative feeling because you train your automatic nervous system to respond in that way. And that energy gets trapped in your body, and then you're not able to really release and express your fullest self because the energy is inside there. But you don't know it. You don't know it. And it's like a pattern with anybody and everything in your life. Relationships, your social life, your personal life, your professional life, everything where you carry a negative experience or emotion and you don't release it from your body, you're going to take it with you. So the first thing is to be aware that you're doing this. The first thing is to be aware that you're doing this. You got to change your mind. You got to change the way you think. 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 You have to change your mind. You cannot allow things to easily upset you. You have to build spiritual stamina. You have to build your emotional stamina. You have to allow yourself to really tap into that power that you have on the inside of you. You have to change your mind. You have to change your mind. You have to change the way you think. You have to educate your conscious mind. And then as soon as you continue to educate the surface, which is the conscious, then the subconscious will begin to shift. The subconscious will begin to change. And your subconscious mind controls everything. It's the system, it's the operating system. Your subconscious mind is the CEO of your life. All those beliefs that you learn up until 22 years of age, all the beliefs that you learn up until however old you are, all the beliefs that you have learned up until that time is in your subconscious mind. And we call that a paradigm. We call that your belief system. So if I'm a Christian and I believe nothing but Christianity up until 25 years of age, and somebody comes and try to tell me that Jesus is fake, I'm going to look at them crazy because my paradigm, my subconscious mind is already set in stone that this is my belief and nothing can rock it or nothing can change it. When adults get stuck in their belief system and their paradigms, it's hard to change it unless they actually want to change it. And that's with anything. If I come up to a person and I be like, oh, you can heal yourself through meditation, but they so used to the third dimensional modality of healing, which is medication and in the hospital bed and the Western modality of how to heal yourself, they're gonna believe that route. So when they're gonna be looking at me crazy when I'm saying meditation can heal cancer and thyroid disease and Alzheimer's and all of these different diseases, it can heal it. But it's not in their paradigm. It's not in their subconscious mind. So it's going to take time. It's going to take time for them to actually open up their subconscious mind. Open up their conscious mind first, because it's a veil in between your conscious and your subconscious mind. Once you start to feed your conscious mind with different things, and you switch up your routine every single day, you switch up your negative habits, you switch up the shit that you do on a daily basis, your conscious mind will begin to send that information to your subconscious mind, because you're starting a new pattern in your life. You're starting a new energetic cycle of thinking. And the thin veil in between your conscious and subconscious will begin to be penetrated. You know, the information from the conscious will begin to go into your subconscious mind. That's what I had to do. I had to unlearn everything that I know and apply everything that I was learning. I had to unlearn the way that I used to do things, because that wasn't the truth. That wasn't the truth. And it took me it didn't take me too long. I would say a couple of months, you know, because I was really passionate about it. You know, I was really reading books about it and looking at videos about spirituality and law of attraction and manifestation and astral projection and, you know, the meaning of dreams and a lot of other different spiritual components. I was just so enticed with the information, I kept going for it. And then that information began to resonate into my subconscious mind, and now I live a different way and I view the world in a different way, where if somebody, like for example the election that just happened in 2021, I wasn't really connected to it at all. You know, people was elated that Donald Trump got out of office and that we got a new president and a new female VP, and it was a good feeling at the end of the day, but it wasn't really a high celebration for me because I don't allow my actions or feelings to be dictated by the political system. But I know a lot of other people believe in the political system, and they believe and they rely on the political system for like housing policies and stimulus checks and, you know, food stamps and all these other different resources that the government can provide you. But once you tap into this and once you change your mind, you're not even going to rely on those resources anymore. The universe is going to start to make a way for you. The universe is going to start to really allow another way for life, for you to be your path. And a lot of people may not understand it, but it's only going to be strategically designed for you. And they're going to see it on your face. They're going to see the smile. They're going to see the happiness. They're going to see the genuineness on your face when this begins to happen. When you begin to detach yourself from everything that you know and then connect yourself to the new pattern of life. You got to change your mind. You got to change your mind. You got to change the way you think. You got to do the work. You got to research. You got to research meditation, guided meditation. You got to research law of attraction. You got to research law of attraction. That's the basic. Like anything you focus on, you create more of. That is the basic rule of law of attraction. So what are you giving your attention to? You're claiming that you don't have a nice job. You claiming that nothing is going for you. Listen to the words that you're saying. Listen to the words that you're emitting, the vibration that you're saying, that you're emitting from. You're literally creating more helplessness in your life by only speaking it. That's how powerful you are. That's how powerful your mind is. You got to change your mind. You got to change your mind. You got to change the way you think. You got to change your mind. You got to change your mind. You got to change the way you think. You got to change your mind. You got to change your mind. You got to change the way you think. Elevated thinking.